Hello to everyone. This temple called Kom Ombo Temple. Kom Ombo Temple dedicated to Sobek, the crocodile god, and Horus, the falcon-headed god. I'm in this trip with my rest of group. We wake up early to visit this temple. Our boat is going to Aswan. On the way in Aswan, in the middle of the night, we stop here to visit this particular temple. And the next day, we're gonna be in Aswan. This is the Nile cruise that we were in for like 4 nights. And every day we stop in different places on the Nile to visit different temples. Come on, I'm taping you. Do something funny, man.
Okay, what? 60? Present, how about a present for me?
40 fishes?
I know.
40.
I bet I don't want black.
Man, you didn't do anything funny.
£5 a visit for me. £5?
£5 present for me? Oh,
And Ombo, its ancient Egyptian word means the gold. So Kom Ombo means the golden temple. And according to the ancient Egyptian mythology, we know that God Horus and God Sobek worshipped here in this temple. As a result, struggles started between them. So when Horus decided to leave this temple and selected another site to be worshipped, all the people went with him to the new place. The ancient Egyptians worshipped the crocodile not for love, but they were afraid of him while crossing the river Nile from the east to the west bank, because the river Nile was full of the crocodiles during that time. But after the construction of the high dam, all the crocodiles retreated to be behind the dam. As a result, Sobek didn't find enough people to cultivate for him the land. So Sobek used his magical power and resurrected the dead people from their tombs, and the land started to produce the gold. That's why we call it the golden now. At last, God Ra Horakti, the king of the gods, ordered Horus to return back to Kom Ombo and ordered that a wall might be constructed to separate the temple into 2 sections. The section to the left-hand side for Horus, his wife Goddess Hathor, and their son Her Niptawi, or Horus, the lord of the 2 lands. Horus of Kom Ombo is different from Horus of Eth. Horus of Eth was the son of the goddess Isis, but of Kom Ombo was Horus the fighter. And the section to the right-hand side for Sobek, his wife Tasim, and their son Khonsu, the god of the moon. And Sobek was a crocodile-headed god. And so this temple, for the first time, we have a temple dedicated to different gods. For example, temple of Edfu, temple of Karnak, temple of Luxor, only one god, God Amun-Ra, and Edfu, God Horus, but Kom Ombo, God Horus, and God Sobek. The city of Kom Ombo is situated about 126 kilometers to the south of Luxor and about 26 miles to the north of Aswan. And during the ancient times, it was considered to be a hospital, a medical center, where the patients used to come here in order to get recovered. And here on the wall, we have a representation for the surgical instruments used during the mummification process. Do you remember What does it mean? The car, the bar, the heart? The car?
The body.
Spirit. No.
The body.
The unseen twin or the person's double. That's the car. The bar, the spirit, and the heart, the body or the outer shell. So, during the mummification process, it lasted for 70 days, but one case of an old kingdom queen lasted for 284 days, perhaps because her tomb chamber was not ready. The first step in mummification that the brain was removed, and the mummy of King Ahmed, the first king of the new kingdom, shows that an incision was made on the back of his neck for this purpose, to remove the brain. But soon the ancient Egyptians found another way to get the brain out. They inserted a long rod with a hook at the end through the nostrils to the brain. So if the body was turned face down, the contents of the brain would run out through the nostrils. After that they started to dry the body, and this was done by putting it inside and out with a powdery white salt known as natron, and natron had the ability to absorb the water and the blood from the body and from other tissues of the skin. Drying the body in natron took from 35 to 40 days, but the smell of a slowly drying body, especially in the hot climate of Egypt, was very unpleasant, so the body was cleansed from the inside and out with spices, sweet-smelling gums and palm wine. As for the embalmers, like the undertakers nowadays, they were disliked by the people because of the smell of death clung to them, but their work was respected at the same time. After that, they opened the body and took out the inner organs, including stomach, lungs, intestines, and the liver. And the inner organs were dried in natural water. After that, they were placed in the 4 canopic jars. The 4 canopic jars, first they had the heads of the deceased, and later on they were replaced by the 4 sons of Horus. Do you remember the 4 sons of Horus? Habi, Misti, Qibh, Snu'ef, and Dwa, Mutef. These are the 4 sons of Horus, and here on the wall we have a representation for the surgical instruments used during the mummification process and also during the surgical operations. For here, you can see a representation for Imhotep, and Imhotep was the physician and the prime minister of King Zoser during the Old Kingdom. And Zoser was the founder of the 3rd dynasty, but during the Greek-Roman period, he was deified as the god of medicine, and in front of him لا ده انا واقف ليه حكي والله
يعني مش مستني انا من هناك
والله
عليك
العظيم
انت تقابلني من هنا
والله واقف ليه
ماشيين كده يعني نمشي كده وكده يبقى ناخد بعض صف الشارع الناس تقدر
scissor bags containing herbs and herbs used as a kind of medicine as well. After that, here you can see a balance with 2 scales in order to weigh the quantities of medicine used during the surgical. And after that, you can see tweezers, suction cups, curate for cutting the bad tissues. Also, you can see spoons and hooks to remove the brain, and on the top you can see lots of other surgical operations instruments I can't and also you can see a saw for cutting the bones. After that, on the other side you can see 2 ladies sitting on the chair of birth in order to deliver. They are representing Isis and Nephthys on the top. After that, here you can see a representation for the Roman Emperor Trajan kneeling down to worship the god of the medicine, who is representing either Imhotep or God and Horus as the god of mummification. So here either Imhotep or Horus. After that, here you can see a shallow basin in order to wash these instruments after they finish the mummification or the surgical operations. Okay, you can take some pictures here, and we use the same blocks to construct a new one for Horus and for Sobek. And the construction in this temple lasted 400 years. 400 years from 181 BC down to 219 AD. So during the Ptolemaic and the Roman period as well, because the Ptolemaic period started at 332 BC and ended by 30 BC. That is the Ptolemaic period. And the Roman period started at 30 BC and ended by 641 AD. 641 AD. And its plan is similar to the plan of the Temple of Edfu because it's consisting of a pylon, and the pylon now is badly damaged because of the annual flood of the River Nile. And the Egyptian Department of Antiquities constructed a wall in front of the temple to protect the rest of the temple from the water of the River Nile. After that, the first open court, hall of columns, second hall of columns, first vestibule, and two sanctuaries, one for Horus, one for Sobek, and after that, this outer corridor. So it's similar to the plan of the temple of Edfu. The eye in the middle, and the other section for Sobek, but the head destroyed, and Sobek used to take the form of a crocodile-headed god. And here is the royal sign of the god Sobek, which is a lion-headed scepter, and in the middle is the Wajid eye of Horus as well. And this division was done under the supervision of goddess Ma'at, goddess of justice. And on the top of her head, you can see her emblem, which is the feather, letter E in hieroglyphic. After that, you can see two eyes and two ears here, which are considered to be the eyewitnesses for the division to prevent any real struggles between the followers of Horus and the followers of Sobek. Also, the common people, as you know, they were not allowed to enter the holy places of the temple. Their limit was the first open court of the temple. Also, they used to come here to say their prayers for the god, to present their offerings, and the god used to see them through his eyes and listen to their prayers through the ears. About the royal sign of Horus, you can see the two legs and the eye in the middle. So the royal sign and this knife used to go around the temple to check the followers of the god Horus, whom they used to visit the temple. And also the royal sign of Sobek also used to have a look at the floors of the god Horus. At last here you can see a representation for Upper and Lower Egypt, where you can see the papyrus plant, symbolic for Lower Egypt, and the lotus for Upper Egypt. So that's unification of the two lands. And again here you can see the foreign captives brought back to Egypt and having their hands and legs tied together, and also some offerings presented here, including cows and heads cut, as you see. Okay? And here a unification between Upper and Lower Egypt. That's the Nile Valley, which is Upper Delta, and again you can see lotus, and on the other side papyrus. So unification of the two lands. And here you can see the lion of the king. The lion of the king eating the hands of the prisoners. And also the hand look like a crocodile at the same time. So here the hand, and here is a crocodile. So crocodile here representing the evil. Representing the evil, not representing God Sobek, because Sobek also was a crocodile during that time. Yeah. So here the open court, and the open court is full of half columns, and these columns were never finished, never completed. Behind, supposed to be the first pylon, behind, and badly damaged, badly destroyed because of the annual flood of the River Nile. And in 1893, the Egyptian Department of Antiquities constructed this wall to protect the temple from the water of the annual flood during the flood. After that, as I told you before, the temple divided into two sections. This section, the rest of the Holy Triad. So the two sections are the same, they are similar. So the scenes here are repeated on the other side. For example here, Ptolemy king, that's traditional representation for the purification process, where the king again purified by the key of life, Ankh, which is Ankh sign, key of life, and the was sign, the emblem of the city of Luxor, and that's a purification for the Ba. Purification for the Ba. What is the Ba? Spirit. Spirit. That's a purification for the Ba, and the purification done by two high priests. One of them wearing the mask of God Horus, and the other wearing the mask of the God.
Oasis. No, Horizon.
Tot. And these representations and the presence of the God, Horus Temple or the womb, this side dedicated, but the upper part of the figure destroyed deliberately. And here you can see the original calendar. That's the original calendar, dating back to the Ptolemy period.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. A splendid representation for King Ptolemy. In the middle, King Ptolemy III, who constructed this temple. In the middle, standing in the presence of the goddess Isis. And Isis here depicted in the form of a cat. And he is receiving the key of life through his nostrils from Isis. Behind him is goddess Nut, the sky goddess during the ancient times. Isis and Nut together putting their hands around the shoulders of the king. Behind Nut is the ibis-headed god, Thor, the god of the moon this time, and on the other side Horus, the fighter, and his son Her-Neptali, Horus, the lord of the two lands, wearing the white crown of Upper Egypt. So here you can see the high reliefs, and in the columns, sun inside and here outside. Why? Do you know the difference between the high and the sunk reliefs?
One's Alexander the Great.
That's Ptolemaic. But during that period, also the high relief was created during the Ptolemaic period. So that's during the Ptolemaic period. So here they are planning the figures, and they start to remove the parts carefully and taking long time down the sunk reliefs. Sunk reliefs, the figures, after that they use the chisel to cut the inner parts. But why here on the wall high and on the columns sunk? There are two holy triads in the temple, and during the religious festivities they were attended by a huge number of the people. They used to carry the two sacred boats of the two gods going around the temple, so they used to touch the columns. So if they had high reliefs on the columns, they were chisel, but here, sunk on the columns and high on the walls. Even the queens not ruled, but there were 7 queens during the Ptolemaic period, had the same name of Cleopatra. The last one was the only queen, and the only famous one, which is Queen Cleopatra VII, and her name written in hieroglyphic in that cartouche, where the first letter is a sloping L, Q, okay? After that, lion, L, kill. The feather, E, lasso, O, kill you, okay? The mat, B, the vulture, A, kill you, huh? The hand, D, lips, R, Cleopatra, and the vulture, A, again, and T, loaf of sun bread is letter T, so kill you, Badrat. Cleopatra. That is the name of the Queen Cleopatra. And in front of Cleopatra, her brother Ptolemy 13. And they are standing in front of the Holy Triad of this section, including Horus, Tassinit Nefru, his wife, a form of the goddess Hathor, and their son here, Herneptoi, taking the form of a human being. On the other side, seeing his offerings to the Holy Triad of the second section of the temple, including Sobek, a crocodile-headed god, his wife, goddess Hathor. So his wife, goddess Hathor here, not a form of the goddess Hathor like the wife of God Horus, where you can see the king coming out from his palace but destroyed. The king, figure of the king destroyed, and two jackals representing north-south, and the falcon east, the ibis west. These are the four cardinal points. After that, verification for the Ptolemy king using the key of life and the was sign. On the other side over there, that's a coronation process where you can see Majid, goddess of Lower Egypt, and the goddess of Upper Egypt. They are putting the double crown on the head of the king. After that, over there, you can see two figures for Queen Cleopatra, the second and the third. So here, now the king wearing the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt. And here, Queen Cleopatra, the second, the third. And the same hieroglyphic letters. Cleopatra, Cleopatra. And in front of them is King Ptolemy II, receiving the scepter from God Horus and the hieroglyphic sign for Jubilee. What is the hieroglyphic sign for Jubilee? Where the king was elected for 30 years of reign. After 30 years, he had to do some rites to prove that he is still strong, still young, to be re-elected for another period of reign. So the king now he is elected and receiving this sign from the god Horus, and on the other side the same scenes, but in the presence of the god Sobek here, and the presence of the god here. And the sacred animals of the temple, and also the treasures and the precious materials. Also the king, when he wanted to collect taxes from the people, he came to the Holy of the Holies, because the Holy of the Holies is right here. One for Sobek and one for Horus, but destroyed, as you see, and you can see only the Juret pedestal for the sacred body of Horus and that of Sobek over there. So the king, when he wanted to collect taxes from the people, he came here to get permission from the
Cuidan bien los sacerdotes, cuidan bien el templo, ponen más ofrendas, más joyas, más cosas,
so the crypt, the roof of the temple, the sound used to have the nilometer, and also here in this temple there is a very big nilometer over there. We are going to see this nilometer.
Il y a ici 8 passages comme ça au-dessus du blanc. Un commence ici, termine par là.
It's not a toilet?
No.
It's a swimming pool for Queen Cleopatra. And it was said that Queen used to wash her body with a donkey milk. Donkey milk.
Donkey milk?
To get
Nice
quiet.
complexion.
Yeah, to get. That's according to the movie, of course.
That's right.
We've seen it.
Donkey milk. Well, that goes down to our God.
Guys.
How deep is that?
Walk around.
Okay.
That it? Hello. One more?
That's good. Too much. Tipping me too much.
No. I had it on standby. So.
And after that, they mummify them. And there is a chapel to the left-hand side of the entrance. And this chapel, there are two mummified. You are going to see in the sky. The vulture representing the goddess Nekhmet on the top. The vulture, goddess Nekhmet, goddess of Upper Egypt, flying in the sky and holding the feathers. Two feathers in each side. Two feathers, these are the emblem of the goddess Ma'at, goddess of justice. Come on.
It's almost time for that morning beer, Joseph.
Yeah. Not today.
The ancient Egyptian year was divided into 3 seasons: flood season, agricultural season, and harvest season. Each season had 4 months, each month had 3 weeks, each week had 10 days. So the total is 360. About the 5 missing days were representing the principal feasts during the ancient Egyptian times. And here we have a representation for the festival calendar of the temple of Kom Ombo, where we have the dates of the festivals, the offerings which were presented during these festivals, and the names of the offerings. And here we have 3 figures for goddess Sekhmet, the lioness-headed goddess, why each figure to protect one of the 3 seasons. Here are the dates. Till here for the 2nd month of the flood season. Dates for the 2nd month of the flood season. So this vertical line is number 1. Number 1. And this upside down sign is number 10. And this sun disk is the ancient word for the day called Hebrew. So we can read this date as the 22nd day of the 2nd month of the flood season. 23rd day of the second month of the flood season. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. That's number 9. After that, Bah day, the last day of the month. Bah. Until now, we use this word. Bah means finished, especially when the kids ask for money. Bah. Bah. After that, we start with the 2nd season, which is the cultivation season. And here you can see the plants. So the first day of, so the 2nd month here of the flood season, 3rd month. So first day of the 3rd month of the cultivation season, 2nd day of the 3rd month of the cultivation season, 3rd day of the 3rd month of the cultivation season, and until we reach to number million. That's number million. This man with 2 uplifted arms. That's number million during the ancient times.
Millennium.
That's, can you read this?
No.
10, 1, 21, 21st day of the month. That's 20, 29, sorry, 19. 9, 10, 19 day. And that's 10, 18, okay?
Clever.
So when is it gonna end, this calendar? When this calendar is gonna end? What's the last day?
During the last day?
Yeah, is it 12 years from today? The last day of the calendar?
Yeah, that's like today.
No, every day ends? No, how many years from today it's gonna end, the calendar?
How many days or how many years?
How many years from now? Does it have an end to it?
Could you please come over here?
The name of the month.
Okay.
Corrupted from the names of the Roman emperors, like August, Augustus.
Okay.
July, Julius Caesar, something like that. So it's the same calendar during the Roman period.
So it's
Never
not ending.
changed.
It's not gonna end.
Go, don't worry.
Siamo andati a Maria. Io dico, ma sono morti. L'allevatore. Morti, puoi vedere. Questa palla di pesce, la faccia volare.
Can you read this?
Can I read that?
Yeah, read it for us. Yeah, read it.
I'll have fries with that.
What? Read it. Will you please read it one by one? Thanks. Have you ever ate crocodile?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Have you tried it? It's really good. It tastes like chicken. Now you never tried crocodile?
Oh, cool.
How about the snake blood?
No,
No?
can't say that.
Is that a cobra?
Cobra.
Cobra, yeah.
Bellissimo. Guarda Davide.
Red light? Yeah, how are
What time is it? It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
9 o'clock in the morning. Good. That's it.
That's good.
Come on. Pull them off.
Cameraman.
That would make, well, she could appreciate it like she did that picture that time. The one that transgressed. It was from the rose to the heart. Do you remember? The painting, the square thing.
I might give it a I gotta rub it in. Have food, eat. You know what you don't see here? Well, I haven't seen any anywhere. I haven't seen any. The Nile is the highway of Africa. I haven't seen
6,000
pauses.
miles. You know.